Hello, everybody. Excuse me. Pretty early in the morning. I'm not sure who's up. Big movie fan. How are you? Let me give you a wrench real quick. Got a package in the mail yesterday, and it's already been opened, except for I wanted to reveal it. And I'll wait and see if a few more people will pop in. And I'm just getting tired. Right, I used to be a night person myself. Well, thank you, big movie fan. I worked nights for over 20 years. Used to work nights making magazines. It was a 24-hour-a-day job. Knives Alive. How are you? So we worked 12-hour shifts. 6:30 in the morning till 6:30 at night till 6:30 in the morning. Got a small reveal here in a few minutes. I'm excited to get this out of the package and take a look at it. I opened it up just to make sure there was no sensitive information inside, but well, we got a couple of you in here. I'll do this real quick. Oh, no. So glad you won. There are some great people to learn from. And then he gives me a list of people to go learn from. ATO slings, sniper slings. I know Bam Bam does a lot. Let's see, let's dig in here. What do we have? We have got a Slingshot. Hey, Mike's Knives. Good morning to you. This thing feels incredible in your hand. I'm just not sure if you're supposed to pull it this way or if you're supposed to pull it this way. Because that works too. I have a feeling it's this way. It would give me more of a straight. Yeah, this is all handmade by Knuckle Busting Numbskull. He makes his own micartas. I just gotta get some shot for it. Came with a card and a sticker. Squatch Creations. I'm pretty sure he makes paracord goods. And the sticker I got. I know it's early, so I didn't expect a whole lot of people on it this time. I know we got the Night's Edge coming up here shortly. Mike's Knives, good morning. Not sure if I said good morning to you, no. Excuse me. As I was saying, I used to work nights, so I'm up all night myself sometimes. think I'm going to try a custom scale die on some scales today. Hopefully it'll turn out like I see it in my mind, but probably won't. If you take your time, I'm sure it will. Maybe not the first time, but that's the learning curve we all have. Take some tips from people we've seen on the internet that are doing it. And then Dan Kenman does a lot of that, and even kind of shows you how to make the hangers for it. My little ankle biter's getting restless. Stop it. Well, we woke up to snow, and now the sun's trying to come out. I'm gonna have to snow blow today, though. I think we got enough to justify a snow blowing. Stop it. What colors are you gonna be dyeing today, Mike? I don't believe I have any micarta or anything that I can dye. Most of my handles are aluminum or G10, but it's already black. This one's steel handles. Oh, goodness. One of my favorites that I've won. A file knife. I'm going to try to do an orange Ozark. I want to fade it from green. It fades to the orange. Oh. Well, that would look interesting. Green to orange. It's the maker's name and the date that he made it. Heavy duty. I like the rustic nature of it. It's really comfortable in hand. The balance right about on that rivet. So a little back heavy, but won this from Apex Alchemy. It's the first thing I ever won. Not really 100% sure what's on the handle here. It's got a neat texture to it, feel to it. It's awesome. I need to finish the knife I started out of a file, kind of at a roadblock. I think I found a way around it. I've never tried to make one out of a file. I don't really have all the right equipment, but it's got a couple of spots here. Looks like it got hit pretty hard. But still sharp as a razor. Yeah. They make it look easy on TV till you go to do it. Brian Kerr, how are you this morning? You throw a quick wrench at you. I was just showing off a win that I just had. This is a Slingshot. Custom made. Fire up the forge himself. Nice. To run to store, I'll check back in just a few. Have a great one. Thank you, Mike's Knives. Appreciate you showing up. Can't wait to get some shot to be able to fire this thing. Might have to sneak out to the garage and find some nuts I can throw in it. No rocks right now, covered in snow. Yeah, it's one of a kind design. Knuckle busting numbskull. He makes the resin. I mean, not the he doesn't make the resin. He uses the resin and cloth, builds this all up. This is just as smooth as could be. You can see all the different layers. Not real well. That blocks the light. Let's see. Reminded me of Harley Davidson colors. A little bit of black and orange. That'd probably look good right there, Harley Davidson logo. He's actually made quite a few that he's in progress of working on, that he puts little emblems in for certain people. I mean, he making them for certain people that want a certain emblem on them. This one I just won, so it's kind of generic, but still his own design. I've never seen one like this before. It wasn't until just now that I figured out how to hold this stupid thing. I think this is how you hold it. And he even got his initials in right there. You sell the shot right at Walmart. I just got to get to Walmart. Nearest one's about an hour away. Who made the file knife? I believe his name was Michael Morris. It's got his last name there, Morris. And it was built in 09. July 5th, 09. I've never actually seen another knife that he's made, so I'm not sure. You haven't done a file yet? I wonder if they're harder to work on with already hardened steel. I assume you have to heat treat still. Yes, I believe so too. Otherwise, it'd just be chippy, you think? Fenrir and G10 and titanium. Nice titanium clip. I really like the G10 on it, the way it's kind of striped with the blue down through the black. Matthew Van Wyck, how are you? How am I a real man of geniuses? Been called a lot of things, but not a genius. Hopefully, the next time I go live, I'll have a knife from Jimmy Crow to show before we give it away. And for anybody that hasn't been in here, at 200 subs, I'm giving away a Jimmy Crow customized, I'm not sure what kind of knife yet. I would assume it would be here in the next couple of days. Well, obviously not Sunday, but Saturday or Monday. Still early here. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning, so we haven't gotten there. This is a Bud Light ad that goes Real Men of Genius. You know, yes, I believe I've seen that before. It's 8 a.m. there. Must be Central. I live in Maine, so I'm definitely Eastern, about as Eastern as you can get. I got 3 or 4 inches of snow last night. Gonna have to deal with that at some point here. It's not too much, it's just enough to have to snow blow. Wisconsin, so you've trying to think of where Wisconsin is in the United States. Terrible with that. Geography was not my thing in school. Great Lakes. Okay, so you are up near Canada. It's only in the teens. I don't think it's going to get much higher today. It's kind of odd that Florida's getting snow. I always wanted to know what would happen if they actually got snow. To see it actually happen, that was weird. I'm sure it's happened before, but it's got to be a rarity. About 30 there today, yeah. It's about what it was yesterday. Justin Garza, how are you this morning? Well, thank you, Justin. Yes, everyone like and subscribe. At 200 subs, we'll be giving away a Jimmy Crow modified knife. Getting a tire rotation and back to work. I always like the sound of this one when it opens up. Just kind of... Even though it's just plastic handles. Thank you, Justin. Check out the Slingshot that I just received today. Trying not to limit my views to just knives. I'm trying to get into a couple different things that seem to go together. I mean, this could be considered everyday carry if you carry one every day. I want a giveaway, so what better way to get entered into the culture of slingshotting? Handmade, hand sanded. thinking that's going to be the best way to hold it. If you hold it the other way, you're kind of, yeah, definitely. Gives me something else to learn too. Now I get to learn how to tie the bands on and get these little pouches tied on. I don't know how well you can see. There's like string wrapped around the banding. Neat. Demco 80 20.5. Kind of a soft D10 on this one. Just gotta flick it a little bit harder, that's all. These are the original scales that came on the Yo Jumbo. I'm assuming they came with the knife. Came with two sets, identical. It's even got the same texture pattern. Oops. Not sure why it came with two separate sets. Thought about switching them back and just seeing what it felt like with just these on it. I don't know if I should do that or not. Not afraid to take the handles off, but I don't want to mess up the anodization here. Oops. It's typically why I leave it alone. Never complete without your gas station knife. Well, I had been talking about working nights, so I used to make magazines. You'd make them all night. They had different quotas that you had to reach every day. Very high pressure job. I went from there to I moved about a couple 100 miles away. Started making Q-tips. Or I should say cotton swabs, as Q-tip is a branded name, but or just fiber tip. Made rayon, polyester, cotton, and alginate. When I left, they were just starting to get into a thing called flock. Which was fun for a while, but as with most companies, they got bigger and less about the people, more about the product. See how deep those screws go in on these. I did work construction when I was younger. I should have stuck with it. I have a terrible fear of heights. Ended up getting up high a few times and not enjoying myself. Angelo, how are you this morning? You throw a quick wrench at you. Yeah. When I worked construction, we worked in paper mills, typically as I can't remember what you call them, just pretty much subcontractors that were in the mill to do certain jobs. We'd go inside the boilers. We'd start jackhammering all the what was called gunite out. It had little shards of metal in it to keep it stable. That used to be a lot of fun, having those fall down on your legs. And hot, my goodness, it was hot inside them. They'd shut the boilers down, there'd still be glowing embers in the sides, and we crawled our way into them. I don't miss that stuff. Dusty, dirty. Jackhammering. Handheld jackhammers, not the great big ones. Siding windows and doors now worked long enough to be the foreman. Nice. I've never been in just home construction. I don't know if you'd call it heavy construction, but I don't know if anybody's ever blown concrete before, but has to go up a long tube up to where you're actually using it, and it gets forced out, and you just blow it on the surface, and it sticks to it, and you just cake it on, cake it on. But mixing it up's fun. Yeah, it gets old after a while, after you're 19. I started life as a certified mechanic till they kept changing the cars. Yeah, I had to upgrade my computer twice a year, so I've been in home repair for 35 years. I don't blame you, Angelo. Cars are getting crazy. I got a Ford Expedition that I drove home, parked for the night, went out the next day, tried to start it, and it would not start. It wouldn't even turn over. I hooked the computer up to it, and it wouldn't tell me exactly what was wrong. It just knew something was wrong. So it's still sitting there. I can't figure out why. I've taken it to a couple garages. They can't figure it out. But something happened by the time I just went not even a mile down the road and back, parked it, went out the next day to go for another small ride, and it was like I had a dead battery. Nothing would work except for all the lights were coming on. What about the Kershaws? Just say even some of these Chinese made Kershaws from a little while ago, they're snappy. They don't hold too bad an edge. I'm not sure what the steel is on these things. They don't say. Back when I started collecting knives, it never really said what kind of steel they were anyway, like today. Today they tell you right down to the Rockwell hardness. I like the clip on this one. It's not too long. I never tried it, but I think it can be flipped to the other side. There would be no reason not to left-hand carry this. I am super right-handed. I can't do hardly anything with my left hand. Got pretty good access to the lock bar. Eat breakfast. If you're still on after, I'll check in. Outstanding, Angelo. My chat froze again, of course, but home repair and construction will never be replaced by AI. No. You have a point there. I don't think many robots are going to start building houses. Maybe. We can hope not. Bought this one at Tractor Supply. Kind of a smaller one, but I like the design on the handles. It's another feature they all have is captive pivots. It's a good thing they do. Oh my God, that was... Where did that run at Tractor Supply? That was... Holy Hannah's 10 years ago, and if I'm not mistaken, that one was like $25. It wasn't much. No, I thought it was a good deal, and hell, why not? It's extremely pokey. It's kind of a small tanto swedge, so it was a little easier to sharpen. This one just got a broken torsion bar. It's a good reason to have a captive pivot, especially if you're going to put your clip over it. Fell in love with the colors of the scales. And just the blade shape overall. Kind of curved up and out. Walked out, it's still a pretty good knife, but getting it there, whole different story. And of course my Kershaw Auto. Terrence Funderburg, how are you this morning? Just having a mail call with my new Slingshot I just received. All handmade by Knuckle Busted Numbskull. And if you need any paracord or anything, we got Squatch Creations. I've seen a few of his lanyards. He does really good work. His sticker. It's a pretty lovable Sasquatch. I'm working CNCs, full poplar curved top for an EOS gym. Not sure where they are, but done a ton of these mofos. Not sure what an EOS gem is. I always loved the firing button on this. Had the bullseye type red rings around it. And the way they clamshell this together is just perfect. You can put a lanyard in right here, up through here. Used this for work for a while. Then the clip went squirrely on me, and right there it snapped off inside. You can see it kind of went back and forth here. Other than that, it's pretty reliable. Makes a good pocket dropper now. Used this one for a little while at work too, but didn't seem practical after first couple of days. This is not a microtech. As you can see, I've been into it a couple times. See the wear around my screws. I've had to go inside and oil it. No, I didn't make the file knife, Terrence. That was, I think, a guy named Michael Morris. Pretty sure. I know his last name is Morris. I'm thinking his first name is Michael. If you look at it real close, you can kind of make out it says Morris. Signed. Then it was made in 09. Getting some age on it now then. I don't know why my stupid chat keeps on freezing up. Be nicer if it wasn't garbage wood and the end was stained and tinting people don't know. Oh. Yeah, but I do like this one. Grab a quick sheet of paper. See how she does on paper. Very grabby. I have cases of old files, but they are skinny, laminated type files. But someday, when not always busy, I'll get around to making some. Yeah, this was a big old rasp file or something. It was... You can see by the... Still got a little bite to it when you run your finger over it. Takes a pretty impressive edge, though. Not as clean as this one. Still nice and sharp, but... Currently working with leaf springs and railroad spikes. Nice. Yeah, it could be for shoeing horses. I never thought of that, shoeing horses. I thought it was just a really heavy-duty wood file. I'm happy with it. Kind of make those out right there, the little bubbly areas. You can barely feel it. I love having homemade stuff. Oh, I can't wait to shoot this thing. It's funny, I thought if I said his name enough, he'd pop up into chat. How do I feel about Knives forged from wrenches? I don't know. They'd be kind of cool, I think. I've seen a couple of knives made out of wrenches. They look neat. I'm all for making knives out of anything. The railroad spike knives look really cool. With a twisted handle, and you get a nice flattened out buoy shaped blade on it. Are you planning on doing that? Forging some from wrenches, Brian? Nice. Gabe Harlan, how are you doing? True. As long as it's forged right. It's my CRKT M16. Aluminum backspacer. Doesn't have much for a detent on it, so you gotta give it a kind of a whip when you open it. I had to increase the lock bar tension a little bit, and it made the detent just a little bit stronger. Because I wasn't even able to do that before. Oops. Fail. Love the spear point blade on this thing. Or dagger ground, or I'm not sure what you would call this. Good to see everyone. Sorry taking my medication, so it will take me a bit to respond. Take your time, take your medication for sure. Fenrir's got quite the detent on it. Nice and snappy. Even the front flipper's snappy. Oops. Wish they'd put these little ribs on the inside though. It's not quite where it would snag the pocket. That's a good thing. Oh, what time are we getting to be? Almost time for Neil to come on. The Night's Edge. Get everybody warmed up for DVD.
A new station alert has arrived.
As you heard, a new station alert has arrived. It's an app on my phone. Oh, Pyrite's plenty sharp. Sorry about that. It's kind of funny. Of course, it was loud. It was from the same device. Oh, this is so sharp, it's ridiculous. Never thought about turning off the notifications. That'd probably be a good idea during these times. This is my Jimmy Crow Kershaw stonewashed. I'm assuming Jimmy sharpened this because this would be the sharpest Kershaw I have ever seen in my life. It's just ridiculously sharp. Oh, sticky. A little peanut. There's the thumb pole. Right there. Skinniest blade in history. Texas toothpick? I'm not sure. I actually found it. I don't even know where it came from. But it was still in really good shape, so I cleaned it up. Wouldn't hardly open when I first got it. Now it's got a little snap to it. Nice. I never find good stuff like that at yard sales. CRKT Minimal X. Pretty drop shutty for a small, tiny little knife. The blade doesn't weigh hardly anything. Sharpened chisel top. And how this one look like? Not bad. Not my favorite. Looks like I could put a little sharpening down on that. The Razzle? No, I have not handled the CRKT Razzle. Is that a nice knife? I'm not even sure I know what it looks like. Of course, I don't have my tablet near me. Oh, okay, I have seen that before. I didn't know it was called a razzle. Oh my goodness, it looks like a snow globe outside. Oh goodness. Decided to carry my Kubi Muso and Buck 212 today. Nice. Outstanding. Yes, it's a spinner fidget knife. You can get one if you look on Amazon under fidget spinner knife. That's, my goodness. That's my tablet starting up. Yeah, it's a little off balance, but overall spins pretty good. I'll have to go and look at that JHO one. I wonder where you find those. Oh, I'm looking for JHO right now. No, I don't think that's it. The Jewish Health Organization. Okay, let me modify that. There it is. The JOKR M390. Oh. Well, that does look similar, doesn't it? For 230 though, my goodness. This one was about $10. Tanto. That one's a drop point. That's what that one kind of looks like, if anybody didn't know. Well, oops. Well, that's neat. I didn't know they made a high quality one. You had mentioned it before, Gabe, but I hadn't gone and looked. But I'd definitely check out Amazon first. Let's see if I can find it on Amazon real quick. RRY Group Official, how are you? Remove from blue. Okay, you got no more blue. No problem. I don't know why you didn't want to have a wrench, but it's okay by me. Surprised it's not right up front. Barbie Chambers, how are you? I don't think you have any problem with a wrench. Oh, Barbie, I have this spinning fidget knife. I was trying to find it on Amazon where I got it, but I'm not seeing the same exact thing. I don't know if they took it off or if they... They have a Masonic one. That one's $20, but it's all fancy, though, not like mine. Yeah, I'm not seeing it anymore. I do have the gold dragon. I've got a blue one too. Piece of paper. Oh, Barbie, I was showing off. I just won this Slingshot. So I was showing off. Woody, how are you? Woodworker's Dilemma. Gave you a quick wrench so you can yeah, hold it like this and stretch your back. Whack. Strange, huh? I prefer custom. It was custom made by Knuckle Busted Numbskull. If you look at it real close, it's got different layers. Orange, black, then I think it's another orange layer. Then black, then orange again. Then black on the outside. Absolutely. Thank you, Woody. Oh, he does a great job. I can't wait to get some shot and be able to fire it. I'll wear the bands out before I even get a piece of shot into it. I was showing some people my handmade file knife. I didn't make it. I just gotta get to Walmart and get some shot. But it's also possible that I'll go out and find a couple of nuts that I can fire through it. See what kind of damage I can incur. It is a crazy design. Calls it the hammer, I imagine, because it's shaped kind of like a hammer. I like the grip. Fits really nice. Nice and sturdy, doesn't feel like it's going to bend or anything. Put his initials in the middle. I have to make a lanyard for it. I don't want it to slip out of my hand and smack me in the face. I guess it's a common thing to happen with a slingshot when you're learning. I don't know, Barbie, have you ever seen my Ojumbo? Dan Kenman did the anodizing on it. Yeah. No, that would not be fun. I think I'll use a lanyard before I use a face shield. It was really cool to see him do it. He does have video of him doing this exact knife. As he pulls it out, he changes the voltage. So So it goes from a blue to a purple. You gotta watch those brands, they snap. Guess I learned when the wrist rocket came out in the 80s. Yeah, I love the colors he got out of this one. These bands, yeah, he said he gets about 100 shots out of them before they snap. I'm not sure how far he pulls back or how far I'll be pulling back on it or any of that junk, so it'll be a trial. How long it goes before it snaps. Then I get to figure out how to tie and do all that good stuff by myself. Yeah, I'm not sure where the tie scales come from, Terrence. Yeah, I bet they do dry rod really easy. It's not going to get a chance to dry rod. I'm going to use the heck out of it. Yeah, I'm not sure where the scales came from. When I got the knife, it came with the scales. Already on it, and 2 sets of G10 scales with it. I'm not sure why I got 2, but I'll take them. I'm sure you can find YouTube videos to help you learn everything there do with a slingshot. Yes. There are a lot of channels out there. It's the Game Stucker. Bass Pro Shops. Comes with a nice little camouflage teeth. And of course, my custom with my name on it. Not a custom knife, just a knife store-bought. Oh. It said reconnecting. I'm not sure what happened, but it says I'm reconnected now. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna call it quits here because Night's Edge should be coming on shortly. Um, Everybody have a wonderful weekend and an outstanding day. Hopefully, I'll see you again on the next one. All right, I'm signing off.